Now in 22b they're asking us to work out the value of x. So here we have this. So we're asked to solve it basically. Now to solve a quadratic you can do your normal factorising, but I don't fancy working out the factors of 351. So what I mean by that is we can factorise it using this method. I don't like that. We can also factorise it by completing the square, but when it's a 2 there, it's not a square number, it makes it very complicated, so I don't like that. So the only other thing I have left is the quadratic formula. This is my least preferred way, purely because it takes longer. Now, if you don't know this, there's some fantastic videos on YouTube how to remember it, but you are given it anyway. So what this means is the a is the coefficient of x squared, so the a is the 2. The b is the coefficient of x, which is 1x, so the b is 1. And the c is this constant term, the bit without any x's, so c is actually minus 351. So all you have to do now is substitute the numbers in. So negative b is the negative version of whatever b is. So if b is 1, it's negative 1. Plus or minus the square root of b squared, or 1 squared is 1, minus 4 lots of a, which is 2, times c, which is minus 351. And I like to put this bit in a bracket to say that that's the 4 times the a times the c. And I'm dividing it by 2 a's, which is 2 lots of 2, which I'm just going to do as 4. Now let's tidy this up. So we've got 1 minus, this is going to be a minus because the signs are different, so 8 times 351 is that. So all I'm doing is tidying up as I go now. And I'm going to do that again, so I don't like all this mess under here. So minus 1 plus or minus. 1 minus minus is the same as a plus, it's a double negative. So that's going to be 2809 all over 4. So they don't actually give you much space to do this. But you're allowed to go all the way down to this part here, and there's this space here. So in fact what I'm going to do is use this bit. So because we have a plus and a minus, it separates it into 2 sums. So we've got minus 1 plus the square root of 2809 over 4, and we've got minus 1 minus 2809 all over 4. So let's type these in. So negative 1, I'm using my negative button there. So negative 1, subtract the square root. Oops, press the wrong button. Start again. Negative 1, add the square root of 2809. Press equals. I'm pressing equals after this point, so don't let my calculator follow BIDMAS incorrectly. Divide by 4, and I get 13. And this time I'm doing negative 1, subtract the square root of 2809. Pressing equals, dividing by 4, and I get minus 13.5. So the answers are this. So x equals 13 or minus 13.5. So it's quite a lot for 3 marks, but if you know how to do it, it's pretty straightforward.